great day to be outside working. Oh, it's just gorgeous out. I'm in my happy place. Just loving it. So, latest project, landscaping. Went and picked up 6 of these conifers the other day. So I've just been working on that, spacing them quite far apart because I'm not doing it for a hedge. They will spread out and grow a little bit taller, about 10 to 12 feet. These ones, they're not the giant ones. And in the meantime, I'm just rearranging some of the plants that were here. Really didn't have shrubs, the last people. So I'm just kind of moving them around until I figure out what I really want to put here. Is probably going to be evergreen, low maintenance, maybe some hydrangeas in between. But I'm going to keep what I have for now and just rearrange it and maybe do a separate garden somewhere for these little guys. Loving the ferns though. Always love the ferns. So yeah, this morning I went out and picked up some supplies from Windsor Plywood here in Port Alberni. It's nice to be back here shopping at the local stores. So helpful, just wonderful. Picked up an 8-foot cedar lattice, a post they cut in half, 4-foot post. I screwed the lattice onto the posts and got some concrete blocks, shimmed it in. I don't want anything permanent, and I want it to be in my yard. I don't want to fool around with the fence. So I just got it all nice and level there. It was a bit tricky. I actually had to unscrew and do it all over again. But yes, that worked out well for privacy. I'm going to get 2 more. So they'll be going down here just to give a little bit of a screening. And then I'll plant my birch tree and cherry tree to provide some shade and a little bit of privacy from the back. And then this huge driveway situation. Be changing that up a little bit. I'm going to leave a parking spot at the back, move that gate up, remove all the rocks in the middle here, and I have a home for them at the side of the house. Is untouched. It needs a lot of rocks, so I'll be doing that over the winter and replacing this square area it'll all be grass, and just with a small parking spot at the back there. And so it'll be grass here, and hopefully most of that grass, well, probably not most of it, half of it will come from a part of the yard here because I bought a new pool. Couldn't resist the after season sales, and it's quite a bit bigger than the last one. So yeah, that'll be my job over the winter, spring, just to prepare for that and set all that up in the spring. Looking forward to it. My home is my castle. I'm gonna be here. Want to enjoy it. Oh, it's so gorgeous out. I think I'm calling it quits, maybe for the day, maybe not. Pretty wet. My 100-day project, I'm naming it. So I'm digging out most of the gravel here. That's a lot of work. Just doing half a wheelbarrow load at a time. Putting it over on the side yard. I've been moving sod, so I've done about, I don't know, not even 10 square feet. It's such a lot of work. So I started here. Just going over to the fence line and up towards where that fire pit is. Fire pit doesn't mean anything, it's just sitting there. And outline of the pool, just kind of rough. This is where the gravel's going. Gravel, it's not gravel, it's rocks. It's freaking drain rock. So I'm just starting at the corner here, working my way down, moving out some weeds. I'll tackle that little side yard later. Oh my God, so much to do, but that's okay. It's yucky, I'm soaked, but I don't know, this isn't horrible. It's not cold out, it's just wet. So I've been about 10 days into this so far after my first training block and got held up with VHA. So I've put up a couple lattice panels, put in some cedars, put in this one tree here. It's not a big grower, it's a mini tree, so it's not going to get ridiculous. got a honey locust here. It's about 7 feet from the post defense line. So I'm just kind of taking out all the plastic borders, and I'm making a kind of a curved edging going all the way along, and I'm repurposing the sod. So I got to about here, and maybe I'll tackle this in nicer weather. So got 2 more trees to plant, but I'm soaked, going in for a coffee. Have a great day, everybody. Good early morning, everybody. I was up and at 'em at 6:30 outside here. It's freezing freaking cold this morning, but I gotta get this pool at least half filled today. So I'm doing the bear crawl, trying to iron out the wrinkles. It's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. This pool is a beast. The ladder's a beast. As soon as I'm done fiddling, I will be making this ladder more sturdy. Doesn't seem to matter how big and heavy they are, they're still tippy, so I'll be adding weights to the outside. It does have ports to add water into. I'm going to add water into this side to weight it down instead of those silly pool weights. If I was creative, well, I am creative, but I don't feel like making concrete weights. Concrete's expensive too. Yeah, and then I'm just going to add some old bar weights I have hanging around to the bottom of the pool for now until I get something better situated. It comes with stabilizers, but it's meant for a flat top above ground pool. I can't screw anything into this and risk damaging the liner, but I will be working on that probably next weekend. I just want to at least get it filled because I have to babysit it all day. Go around, make sure the legs are all plumb, everything's level. I've been filling in any spots. I did that last night. A little bit behind, but I had a nice visit with my son yesterday. So yeah, it's a big guy. Looks pretty good though. I'll be working on the pump this afternoon, which will go right here. So this was my project last weekend. I got these garden posts, poured some concrete, set them in, let them dry, and then the next day I added 1x6s. This is a windscreen. It's not really for privacy because on this side of the yard I don't really have any privacy issues over there. It is for a windscreen and a little bit of shade. This yard right now has 0 shade. It will in time though. And then over here, this is the part for privacy. So yesterday I put in smaller posts. These are garden stakes. And I did set them in concrete. And this side will be, whoops, sorry for my bad camera operation here. This side will be for privacy panels. I was gonna do the slatted like 1x1s, but yesterday it's like I need like 32 and I just can't handle it, so I'm gonna go with 1x4s. And that will be attached going all the way across because these curtains are flapping in the wind like big time, even with this sky up. It's a bit of a windscreen, but not totally, because I have to let the air come through and just let it escape, or I risk the roof in the winter. So that's that. That'll be nice, and it's all like the same type of wood. It's all be stained. So the weekend before that, I poured concrete into 4 holes. I made this privacy screen. I'll just give you a nice shot of it. And that's cedar. Again, really inexpensive. Believe it or not, it is inexpensive compared to, you know, building a fence. It's just 4 boards on each, just to give me a bit of privacy. So I've got 2 privacy screens there. The third one was a bit of a screw up, of course. It's what I do best, is screw things up. But I used these post stakes instead of concrete. Not happy with that. But this can be pulled out. There's nothing permanent here. And again, too short. I might fix this. I might pull it out and go back to the concrete. It's just that it's not a priority right now, but I do have 3 of those up. And I got a little storage shed for my garden tools back there. And I've been deeply watering all my new cedars. My trees are actually coming to life. It's so exciting. Oh my God, I have leaves. Yep, this is looking really good over here. I just transplanted some perennials. I've added some roses and peonies. This peony, I don't know, no, that's the one that's new. This rose is new because I left all my roses to the lovely people that bought my house in Nanaimo because they were into it. And these roses are kind of like symbolic of my Auntie Peggy. So that's what I think about when I trim these roses. That's a peony that's followed me around from house to house. It's really strange. It just keeps coming back to life, and here it is, doing really well. It's another tree. It's coming along. I just love to see the leaves. There's another new rose from, my mom got me this rose here, and another cedar's going to go there. There's the hole. Heathers I transplanted. Cedar tree. My mom got a nice azalea. We're going to have a little garden spot here for the kids, for the grandkids. Kind of like a little area to have to remember John. So McKenna made this. She has to paint it. It says, "I love you, Grandpa." And that's an azalea from my mom. Just like a little memory garden for the kids to honor John's memory. I don't know, I thought that would be nice for them, and learning how to do concrete stepping stones too. I made this one. It's kind of, I don't know, not the best. Anyways, so yeah, I guess it's back to work. I just gotta go warm up because this is like, it's like freezing cold here. But that's okay. Sun's gonna come out today. It's supposed to rain for a couple of days, so we'll have to have some pool shock ready. Apparently, after it rains, the pool water gets really weird. I should know this. I've had pools every year, but it's been a couple of years. Anyways, back to work. Have a great day.